Stuck in Vermont.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days and sponsored by New England Federal Credit Union. My name's Ava Solberger. We are here in Essex Junction, and behind me is a brand new triplex that was recently built by Green Mountain Habitat for Humanity. And today, the Vermont Nursery and Landscape Association is magically transforming their gardens in one day. They got a lot of people working really hard, and not even rain can stop them.
Amazing to have all these folks coming out on a Saturday and donating their time and making this happen in kind of a day. There's 3 different types of time in there. Summertime, wintertime.
We try to keep the homes as affordable as possible. That means we don't put in gardens, we don't put in patios, we put in grass seed.
We're not landscapers. We roughed out the landscape when we left so that it was at least suitable. But this is absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this in terms of what Ashley and her team has done.
We're doing something for homeowners who are brand new to this spot, who probably haven't had a chance to really delve into any sort of landscaping project or enjoy, being able to have their own space.
But it's so much nicer to work together and to build up friendships and relationships with a bunch of different people.
Yeah, I left about an hour ago and things were just getting started, and now to come back and see the patio almost built and the raised beds built, it's just amazing.
So at the beginning of the day there was a pile of those huge rocks over there, and now they're forming this beautiful retaining wall so that the soil doesn't get washed away.
It's a spectacular house to start with, and it's going to be more spectacular now.
It's beyond what I thought I would ever be able to afford.
Green Mountain Habitat for Humanity builds homes for low-income working families in Chittenden County who can't on their own afford a market-rate home, and they are generally living in substandard rental housing. So with the help of donors and volunteers, we do about 4 to 5 homes a year. It's not nearly enough to meet the need in Chittenden counties.
The only places that I could afford were too small. I've got 3 boys.
In Chittenden County, the last numbers that I saw, the average rent for a 2-bedroom home was $1,400.
We moved in at the end of May this year.
We sell the homes to the families at the cost to build them. A lot of people think, oh, you give the homes away. No, these folks have mortgages now.
My mortgage payment is about $350 or so less than my rent.
So this was an interesting project. It was an old farmhouse with this carriage house that's still remaining. The farmhouse partially burned down.
So it's split into thirds, and so there are 3 families that live here, and the 4th is in the old carriage house.
So this is the first triplex we've ever built. We've done single family since 1984. We've done lots of duplexes, but this is the first triplex, so it's a big job.
All 3 families have to put in their 200 hours of sweat equity.
I logged 6,000 work hours from unpaid volunteers to complete this project. And I have a team that works with me that for some reason are called the old geezers. Not sure why.
Building community and having us all work together, and we all become that much more invested in the project.
They're energy efficient homes. They're Energy Star rated through Efficiency Vermont. We want their energy bills to be low. We want them to be warm in Vermont winters.
This is a long overdue project for Vermont Nursery and Landscape Association. We've been wanting to do something like this for a long time, a community outreach type project on an off year from our flower show years. We do as much planning as you possibly can for a project like this. Getting all the materials and getting them here is a feat in and of itself. When we first saw the site and looked at it from a real practical standpoint, we noticed certain things like steps in the front.
The approaches to our steps were kind of a little bit steep for wintertime here, so it's great to have the stone steps.
We have garden boxes going in so each family can have their own veggies. We have blueberries that are going to come up here and double as ornamental shrubs. They have patios to sit on and flowers to pick.
We've got a bunch of volunteers and some of my crew here doing the landscaping for Habitat for Humanity. We felt it was a good cause and a good use of our skills.
This is a long overdue project for Vermont Nursery and Landscape Association. We've been wanting to do something like this for a long time, a community outreach type project on an off year from our flower show years. We do as much planning as you possibly can for a project like this.
We have a dedication for each home, and it is extremely emotional. And the volunteers come and donors come. We raise all the money locally, so it's all the local people who come out and supported these families.
I think it's important to have a space that's your own.
I think home ownership is instrumental in your ultimate, community and happiness.
When I bought my place, it was just so exciting to be able to pick the paint color, and I put in my garden last year.
Once you really establish yourself and you set roots and you dig in.
Every month they're building equity for their futures and for their families' futures. I think Vermont by nature is a very generous state. Essex community has really supported this project, from the select board to people in the town. So I think everybody understands that families who are working hard, they're working 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 jobs just to support their families, and the ability for them to have a house and become part of a community and not bounce around from apartment to apartment. I think people get that.
She seems really happy. She says she's had a backyard, but never a nice backyard. It makes us all feel good. So it's really just a hand up for them that folks can step up and do better in their lives.
When I wake up tomorrow and come out, and then it's really going to hit me. Yeah. Garden, hardscape, steps, all these things.
When they pull in the driveway and they see those plants, and it makes you feel like you're home.
At the end of the day, you know that a family's life is going to be changed, and they're going to be so much happier and much more financially secure.
Nothing like seeing a community come together. And we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Sign up for our weekly email alerts.
Some people think we have the land donated to us. May I just say, if there's anyone watching this who has land to donate, please call us, because usually we buy it. No, always we buy it. We receive no funding from Habitat International. A lot of people think we get a check every month. I'm here to tell you we do not. All homeowners know how much it's worth, right? Oh, you need an electrician? Oh, let's save up for that.
I know exactly what I pay.